Okay, let's start off with this. Cam Newton, Carolina Panthers, they need to part ways. It's just you don't sign a new head coach. Their new head coach, of course, Matt Rule, former coach of Baylor, former coach of Temple, pretty much changed those programs around. But they signed him to 7 years. Cam Newton is, 31? So he's going to be 38 at the end of that. You don't sign a guy for 7 years and then, work with this 30-year-old quarterback. That's just not usually how you see the NFL work. They're going to get rid of Cam Newton. That's, the most logical thing is to get rid of Cam Newton. He's been shaky. He's not been the same. And he's going to be 38 once your head coach needs another contract extension. So, that needs to move on. So, also for the Panthers, I don't think Matt Rule is going to get his own coach next year. I think they're going to let him work with Will Grier and Kyle Allen, see what they really got in those two. Because we don't really know yet for those two either. Will Grier looks like he could be okay. Kyle Allen looks like a backup quarterback. But we don't know what we got in those two yet. So give Matt Rule a year with those two. Let them tank really. And then they get Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence come next year in the draft. But let's talk about Cam Newton one more time. As there's some likely places he could go. Bears, the Chargers, the Colts. I'm sure there's some other teams I'm not even mentioning. But the team that makes most sense to me is the New England Patriots. It really, every time I think about it more and more, it just makes way, way, way too much sense. And why would the Patriots really not do this? You adding an MVP quarterback and getting rid of one at the same time. But you're getting one that's kind of was your weakest spot and kind of what the offenses are moving to right now. As it's all going to running quarterbacks and quarterbacks can really run and throw and all of that. So why not add your biggest weakness of covering those players and get that quarterback of your own? It really puts your offense on another dimension. Plus, you're the New England Patriots. You know how to work with quarterbacks. You worked with Tom Brady, who can't even run. He just got 100 yards rushing this year. That was his big thing. So you need a new quarterback really, and Cam Newton's pretty damn good one. When he won the MVP, he was known as the quarterback who could run. That was his name. He was the one that was looking forward to just running. Of course, he's not going to do that as much with all his injuries now, but he still has it in him. You saw that last year when he was healthy for that first half of the season. Carolina looked like a damn good football team. But then he hurt his shoulder, and Carolina was not so good anymore. So, New England, I don't know what to say. This just makes way too much sense for you guys. I hate the Patriots. I'm a Colts fan. Of course I hate the Patriots. They're pretty much our rivals. Even though we never beat them, we still consider our rivals. And I love Cam Newton. And I honestly be happy for Cam if this happened for him. Because this is literally best of both worlds for both Cam Newton and the Patriots. And to make Cam Newton a better player. And to make the Patriots a better team. And keep them in Super Bowl contentions. And gotta be honest, if this happened, Patriots be my favorite to win the Super Bowl next year. With that defense, with Cam Newton able to run that offense, just add some receivers. Well, he's used to not even throwing to good receivers. Remember the year you won MVP? He had no receivers on that team. You just need to add a receiver for him to throw to. He'll be fine. It's Cam Newton. He'll figure it out. It just makes way too much sense. New England, trade a first rounder right now. If they want more, give them more. Like a first and future third, I feel like it'd be fair for both sides. Which is a great deal for really both the Panthers and the Patriots. And what else do I gotta say? Cam Newton to New England should happen. Just give it time. I imagine Patriots are trying to work on that right now if they aren't keeping Tom Brady. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click those links down there. Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and Patreon. And of course, you got any suggestions for another video, make sure to put that down below as well, as I may end up making the next video or something. And of course, just make sure to keep the sports week flowing throughout the day.